Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 25th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far, but it's a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system here across the country, and also we have some severe weather across portions of the Carolinas, bringing a lot of lightning, some gusty winds, some large hail. We'll be looking at that in the radar view coming up in the later forecast show. Also, we're going to take a look at this the Storm Prediction Center. We got more marginal risk of severe weather the next couple of days for the southeast. Also, a little bit of up here across the upper Midwest as well. We'll be talking about that in tonight's video as well, and your local forecast is also included. Also, alright, you can see we got an area of low pressure just east of the Bahamas. The National Hurricane Center need to monitor that, but right now there's nothing they're not to mention anything about it. We got more activity in the Caribbean Sea down toward the Yucatan Peninsula, the Southern Gulf. Also some scattered activity across Central America, South America, scattered activity in the Tropic Atlantic. The remnants of Andrea, this is the remnants of it right here. We'll continue to pull on away, just kind of meandering the Tropical Atlantic. But you can see a lot of activity across the lower 48. You can see it from Mexico all the way up toward the Texas region, also in the portions of Kansas, Nebraska, all the way up into Minnesota, also across South Canada. A lot of activity from Illinois to Pennsylvania to South Carolina to the Florida Panhandle, Big Bend area of Florida, Central Florida, also Eastern Texas region as well. Got a little bit of activity in the Pacific Northwest as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, you can see we got some shower activity up here around New York State, the Vermont, and New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. A little bit in northeastern Connecticut, also in the coastal waters. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from southern New York State to Rhode Island to New Jersey. Also down into portions of D.C. to the Carolinas, Florida Keys. Also Atlantic coast, a little bit along the Atlantic coastal water, northern Gulf, stretching back to Louisiana to Texas, to Illinois, to Wisconsin, up here around Lake Superior, Lake Huron, southeast Canada to Michigan, also Minnesota to South Dakota, to Oklahoma, to North Texas, northern Mexico, also New Mexico as well, Colorado into southwestern South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana. Got some shower activity here in Washington and northwestern Oregon in the coastal waters of the Pacific. Then we got some heavy rain and flash flooding possible for portions of Kansas to Iowa to Wisconsin to northern Michigan region as well, around Lake Superior, a little bit in Lake Huron regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, here's your Friday forecast. You can see we got some thunderstorms and showers from Maine, excuse me, all the way to New York State, down to Connecticut. Also down to D.C. to the Carolinas, also down to Florida Keys, Atlantic coastal waters as well, a little bit in the northern Gulf, stretching back Louisiana to South Texas, North Texas, northern Mexico, West Texas to New Mexico to Colorado to the Dakotas, Minnesota, also around Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio region, a little bit in Montana, northern Idaho, and a little bit of shower activity in portions of Washington State. Severe weather possible over the Dakotas and north and western areas of Minnesota. A little bit of flash flooding and heavy rains over northern portion of New York State and the northern Vermont and northern New Hampshire. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map, your location across the nation. Okay, we still got a lot of heat advisories, heat warnings, excessive heat warnings in effect, stretching from up here Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, D.C. to Virginia to the Carolinas, Georgia, all the way into portion of Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas to Illinois, to Indiana, and Ohio. We got severe thunderstorm watches and ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings across North Carolina, South Carolina, and portion of Georgia. The river flood warning still continue for Arkansas to Texas, to Louisiana, portion of Mississippi. We got a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings across South Georgia and also the Panhandle, Florida. Also special marine warnings there as well, and also in the coastal waters off the southeast coast with severe thunderstorm watches there as well, and marine warnings also. Tornado watches also in effect for you guys up here in portions of Wisconsin, also Iowa, and also Minnesota. We have some flood watches in effect there with flash flood warning. Severe thunderstorm watches for Iowa back in the Nebraska. Also we have some flood watches there as well, and also eastern Colorado, New Mexico, West Texas. Air quality alerts in portions of Colorado. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Montana, portions of eastern Colorado, western portions of South Dakota. Flood warnings in effect for Missouri, and also in the portions of Kansas. Flash flood warnings in effect for portions of southern areas of Arizona. And also we got the small craft advisories stretching from South California to Northern California, south side Hawaii Chain Island. Coastal flood warnings there. To the north got some special small craft advisory to the north of Alaska. Alright, excuse me, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We got some severe weather to talk about. Alright, you can see here's that marginal risk from Florida Keys to Miami to Atlanta to Columbia to Mobile to Jackson, Charlotte, you're included, Washington D.C., back to La Crosse, Chicago to Wichita, all the way down into Fort Steele, then up here around Great Falls to Glasgow to Butte area, and then we got from Minnick to Mazalina, all the way to El Paso, all the way down to Brownsville, Little Rock, also to Cincinnati, a little bit up here around Philadelphia. General thunderstorm. Tornado probability is going to look like this. Less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds, 5%. Large hail, 5%. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. And it's going to look something like this. Alright, we still got the marginal risk from up here from around the Florida Keys to Tampa to Orlando to Columbus, Dalton, Atlanta, Columbia, Charlotte, Roanoke, also Richmond, Charleston, West Virginia, Chattanooga, Tennessee, also again from Colby to McCook, and portions of northwestern areas of Minnesota, western areas of north and South Dakota around Rapid City, then a slight risk from Valentine to Pierre to Bismarck, Minnick, Grand Forks, and Fargo, North Dakota. General thunderstorms elsewhere, but like I say, from Butte to Texas. And here's the severe weather outlook: 5% from southern Pennsylvania to the Florida Keys, and then from Colorado to Minnesota and North Dakota. This is where the significant area of severe weather looks to occur from Valentine to Grand Forks, North Dakota. Alright, let's take a look at the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar. As you can see, we got a lot of lines of severe thunderstorm moving in from Horry County over toward Florence County, Kershaw County to Lancaster County to Newberry over to Greenville, Spartanburg area, a little bit in the upstate. All that activity continues to push south. Charlotte, you're included. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings are lining up, and that will continue to progress to the south. Expect a lot of lightning, gusty winds, maybe some hail. Cannot rule out a spin up tornado as well, possible, but as that line continues to push south, the storm should diminish in intensity, but there could be a still leftover shower or thunderstorm possible later on. So but them storms should be a little more tamer than the ones moving through right now. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.